2026 is not the year to be getting into comparison. God has something so specific and so unique for your life, but you are never going to find that looking through social media and seeing what everyone else is doing with their own lives. The only way you're going to find that is by getting into the presence of God. In a world that's full of people showing us their highlight reels and everything perfect in their life on social media, it can be really easy to get discouraged, but often it's a perspective shift that will fix our focus and our hearts. Hebrews 12:2 says, "Looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith." Now, we live in a world that is so fast-paced, everyone is showing us their highlight reels 24/7, but we are going to constantly be discouraged if we are looking at what everyone else is doing and then comparing it to our own lives and seeing that it doesn't match up. The only thing that we should be looking at is keeping our eyes focused on Jesus and seeing what he says about our lives. We're never going to be fulfilled doing something that someone else was called to do when we are neglecting what Jesus is telling us to do in this season. A few years ago when I was a baby Christian, I was at a worship night and I had this vision of like traffic lights, and I was sitting in this car and I was looking at the car in front of me. Instead of looking at the traffic light, I was looking at the car that I was behind. And the light was green for the car in front of me, and because I was looking at them, I went. And I didn't realize that the light was red for me. And that spoke so profoundly to me. Like, you are never going to be fulfilled doing something what someone else was called to do. You are only going to be fulfilled what God has called you to do. If you are not listening for his voice, if you are not seeking his direction, I'm not putting condemnation or shame or anything, because Jesus is so gracious and so merciful. But we're always like, it seems like we're always trying to chase the next best thing, when really, instead of like running and trying to chase the next best thing, the best thing to do half the time is to slow down and get in the presence of Jesus and see what he says. And even if that looks like pulling back from everything major in your life for a while, you know, not neglecting like responsibilities or anything, but pulling back from the things that you're focusing on that are draining you instead of fueling you, maybe pulling back and spending time in the presence of Jesus is the best thing to do. It might seem counterproductive, but I promise you it is the most productive thing you can do. You look at the story of Mary and Martha. Martha was complaining that Mary wasn't helping her serve. But Jesus said, "Martha, Martha, you are concerned about many things, but Mary has chosen the better thing." If you are feeling confused and lost, I highly recommend taking some time to pull back, reset with the Lord in the new year, just see what he has for you. Taking time to get off social media, get off distractions, get away from anything that is pulling you away from the presence of God, and spend time with him and see what he says to say about you and the plans that he has for you this year.